Donnie from Donvich Designs here, and today we're going to build this awesome mirror frame. It looks good in any room, so just stay tuned.
You made that?
Alright, so I know you guys probably hear it all the time, but we got to pay some bills. If you haven't already, go ahead and tap the subscribe button. So a few things you're going to need for this build: 1x4 lumber, a circular saw, and a router with a rabbiting bit. So let's see if I can describe this without confusing myself. You're going to cut 4 boards total. The 2 vertical boards are going to run the length of the entire mirror. The 2 horizontal boards will run the length of the mirror and the vertical boards. And then you shorten each board by 1/4 of an inch. That will make the opening for the mirror slightly smaller than what it needs to be. So we're going to make sure that everything is square. We're going to add our glue, clamp these boards down to the table, and attach them using pocket hole screws. Now that our frame is together, it's time to head to the router. So I'm using a rabbiting bit by Diablo's. It has a 3/8 inch cut radius. Just to give you an idea of what we're trying to do, we're going to cut a slot in the top of our board. We're going to cut this slot on the interior of our frame. That's going to recess our mirror. As you can see, our corners are rounded, so we have to get a chisel and square those off. But before we start attaching anything, let's go ahead and give this guy a good sanding. We're going to use 220 grit. After we finish sanding, it's time to stain. Of course, we're going to stain all around the outside and on both sides. Be sure to stain all of the slots. You will be able to see anything you don't touch once the mirror is set in place. Let's just say you're new to staining. Well, I like to use a foam brush to apply my stain. That way you can apply a generous amount, then I use a rag to wipe it all away. I guess it's a perfect time for a test fit. If we did everything correctly, it should just drop. Oh yeah. So to be sure that this mirror stays in place, we're going to use these glazier points. You get them started into the wood, and then you tap them in with a screwdriver. You add one of these for every 6 to 8 inches. Now it's time for our hanging hardware. I chose to use large sawtooth hangers. Each pack comes with nails, but for added support, we're going to use screws. And that should be it. Let's see that final result again. Another banger. When you show somebody you made this, all they're going to say is,
You made that?
Hey, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in the next video.